Okay, everyone, and as promised, the next thing that will be in here, or this next video, is all about bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I think that's the order I'm gonna go in. So obviously we're starting with bronzers. I decided to put like the creams and liquids in at the same time. So, here's the creams, there's 4. Here's the liquids, there's 3. And these are all powders. So let's see if I can count through the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 3 in there. 21. Okay, hopefully that was right. It's kind of hard to see through the camera. 21 powder bronzers. Honestly, I thought I'd have more than this. It's not bad. I will say this is my smallest category by far. Let's go ahead and start with the creams. I just got this one from Ulta. They have them there for like $4. This is Essence Baby Got Bronze. These, that's what they look like. I was like, this thing's tiny. I mean, it was only $4, but this is lasting forever. I've used it like 15 times, and look how much I've used. It's barely anything. Anyways, this one's brand new. I just got it from Ulta because it was on like 75% off yellow tag clearance. And this one I received in an influencer box a while ago. This is Nude Sticks. This looks very red on your skin. It's called Beach Babe, but it says it's an all-over bronzer. It looks like a blush, doesn't it? It really does look like a blush, but it's called an all-over bronzer, so that is how I use it. And they're pretty cool because they have their own little brush on the end. So there is. Okay, I need to go faster. This is a Milk Makeup. Once again, it's supposed to be a blush in the shade Swerve. But it's a very like brown tone brick red. So I'm gonna try it as a cream bronzer. 3 liquid bronzers. So I just found this KVD one at TJ Maxx. This one's called Fair Cool. It's actually a gel contour is what it's called. And this is the e.l.f. Halo Beauty Contour Wand. I just got that one. And this is an old Bare Minerals bronzer. And you pump it out on your skin. It's really nice. I wouldn't call it a bronzer. It's kind of more like the Drunk Elephant, like bronzy drops, where it gives your skin like a bronze glow. But anyways, okay, now for the powders. We have this one from Pure. This is a little sample size, or a deluxe mini, I would call it. This one's from Revolution, the coffee one. Coffee bronzer. City Color Collection. Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer that was so popular a while back. This is the Physicians Formula. I'll show you because there's 3 in here. Light Sunset and Endless Summer is what they're called. Bare Minerals Invisible Bronzer, ColourPop Coconut, NARS Laguna. The Balm, this is the Big Mama, it's bronzer and shadow. These 2 are Cover FX, L'Oreal Lumi Bronze. This is Julep. That's what it looks like. Maybelline City Bronzer. This is also a mini NARS Laguna, so these 2 are the same. This one's a Charlotte Tilbury mini. Revlon Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and then the Kylie bronzer. Out of all these, I'm working on this one in Project 20 uses, so I only have a few more uses to go. And then I'm working on, the only powder bronzer I'm working on is this one. And let me show you what it looks like. I just repressed it, so if you follow, I don't know what project it's in, maybe just my Project Pan. It was all along the edges, so I kind of try to repress it in the middle. Still going strong. But yeah. So I think I said 21 powder, 3 liquid, and 4 cream. Next, I think I'm going to do blush. Okay, everyone, next part of the bronzer, blush, and highlighter category is blushes. I did the same thing I did with bronzers. I split them up by powder, cream, and liquid. So let's go ahead and start with powder first. I have 19. So these are the powders right here. So let's start over here. We have 1 from ColourPop, 2 from The Balm, 2 from BH Cosmetics, 1 from Lorac, 2 from Essence, 1 from Becca, 1 from Revolution, 1 from NARS, 1 from Japanesque, 3 from Benefit, 1 from Laura Mercier, 3 from Tarte, and that's all. Okay, and then let's see, next, let's do cream blushes. For cream, cream is the biggest category. It's my favorite style of blush, so I have 40 total. And that mostly comes from like this one, and this one, because it has 6 shades in it, 5 shades, and 6 shades in it. So, okay, let's start over here. There's 6 of these. They're from Amore US. I found these at TJ Maxx. These are like cream sticks. They're in the shape of hearts. That's what they look like. And next we have a cream stick from Ulta, Wet n Wild, Smashbox. These 3 are from Morphe. This is Essence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. 1 from Space Case. That was from an Ipsy bag. These 3 are from the Creme Shop. It was their Princess collection. And then I have the Stila palette and the Balm palette. So let me try to open these actually. Here we go. There's the Balm. Here's the Stila one. Oops, just stuck my finger in that one. And by the way, if you see this Wet n Wild one, it's from their Halloween collection, and it is a black blush that transforms into a rose color. It's called Rose and Peace. And when you put it on your skin, it turns into a rosy pink. Really cool. Okay. And then that's the 6 shades in the Smashbox palette. Okay. And last we have liquid blushes. I have 8. So we have this one from Rude. This one's also from Rude. These 2 are from Rude Cosmetics. 2 minis from Rare Beauty, 1 Laura Mercier, 1 Ulta, and 2 from Tarte. So as for ones I'm working on Candy. I should have kept these open. I'm working on English Rose. I'm working on Jolly. And this one in my Valentine's Day project pan, this is Berry, the hot pink. For powder blushes, I'm working on this one from Laura Mercier. It's a lilac color. This one from Tarte. called Quirky. This one from Gold Rush. It's like a blush topper, actually. It's like a peach gold blush topper. This is in my St. Patrick's Day project pan. Working on Essence Satin Touch Blush. I think this is called Satin Coral. Very light peachy color. And that's all for the powder blushes. For liquid blushes, I am only working on this one from Ulta Beauty. Getting pretty low. That's called Sunset. And next category is highlighters. Okay, everyone, next category is going to be highlighters. So here's what we're working with. Down here, this row, we have powder, all of these. And there are 42. And then next, let me look at my notebook. Next would be cream highlighters. That's these up here. I have 26. And up here are my liquid highlighters. I have 22. So, oh, and up here, these two are actually jelly highlighters. I put them up here because I'm probably going to use them like a liquid highlighter rather than like a cream highlighter. So that's why I put them in that category, but I only have 2. And that's included in the 22 number. Okay, so we'll start with powder. Let's see, we have Tarte, IBY, Morphe, Estate. This is Space Case, Seraphine, Physicians Formula, The Balm. This is Colored Rain. It's kind of rubbed off. Glamlite, Lottie London, Revlon, Wet n Wild. These 3 are Wet n Wild. 2 more Glamlites. Another Wet n Wild. Too Faced, Revolution, 3 MAC. This one's from Becca. This one is a palette from MAC. There's 3 in there. Kylie, Physicians Formula, Revolution, Glamlite. There's 2 in here. I can show you. There's 2 in there, the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. ABH and ABH. These are 2 different glow kits. This one's called the Aurora Glow Kit. There's 6 in there. And this one is called the Sun Dipped. And there's 4 in there. Yeah, so next we have cream highlighters. This is from Catrice. There's 5 in there. Physicians Formula, Becca, Model Company, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from ColourPop. Sephora, there is, I believe it's, oh, this one's hard to open. 5 in here. Yep, 5. And then Steve Laurent, Maybelline, and another ColourPop. So next is liquid highlighters. We have Varsali, Too Faced, 2 from Tarte, Pacifica, Urban Decay, 2 from Rare Beauty, 2 from Marc Jacobs, 1 from MAC, Say, Ulta, Wet n Wild, Benefit, and Wonder Beauty. Then we have NYX, e.l.f., Becca, Model Zone, another Becca, and L'Oreal. Now, as for the ones I'm working on, up here, let's see. The only one from all of these I'm working on is this one. Can you tell how much I've used? Keeps going down and down. It's hard to mark because you can tell there's air bubbles down here as well. Anyways, I either mix this in with my foundation or put it on before my foundation. After I finish this one, I'm probably gonna start working on this Farsali one. And then after that one, I definitely wanna work on this one from Benefit, because if you can see, all the product is on that side, and when it settles down, it's like right here under the word beam. So I would like to use that one up. Okay, as for the cream highlighters, I am working on this one, ColourPop Pretty. I call it Pretty Bones, but that's not what it says. I always think it says that, and then I flip it over and it doesn't. That one. This one doesn't have a name. It's actually two highlighters mixed together, and it's only on the sides now, if you can see that. So this one called Counting Sheep. It's in my winter project pan. And am I working on this one? What's this one? No, I'm not working on that one. And the only other one I'm working on is this one called Chromosphere from the Sephora Cool Toned Cream Palette. I'm not quite sure what this is called. Dimensional Highlighting Palette, cool. Okay, so I'm working on, let me try to open this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That silver one at the end, by the way. It's actually quite clear. Like, let's see. It's clear just with a little shimmer in it. Kind of gives you this nice like glow. Okay. As for powder highlighters, let's see. I'm working on this one from IBY. It has broken packaging. That's what it looks like. It's called Prosecco. What else? I'm working on two from this palette. I'm working on Spectra and Orion. And let's see what else am I working on, if anything. I think that's all the highlighters I'm working on. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm working on this one in like Project 10 uses or something. This is called Dew by Estate. There it is. So I'm working on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 4 in total. Yeah, so when this one's gone, I want to start working on probably this one. It is broken in there, and I do have Pan. That's from Seraphine. I'd like to keep working on this one. It's really, really big packaging for just a small pan. I'd like to work on this one because it's rubbed off. The writing is rubbed off. I'd like to work on this one because it's also broken. I actually probably need to repress it. Yeah. I tried to repress it before. I was good at repressing stuff. It didn't work out too well. And then this one from Becca. Oh yeah, that one's really broken. And yeah. So that's all for the highlighters. Next will be palettes that have a face product in them, like blush, bronzer, or highlighter. Palettes that have multiple of those in there. So that's coming up next, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, and the last part of this video for bronzers, blushes, and highlighters is my palettes that have bronzer, blush, or highlighter in it. So for palettes, I have 26 that have at least one blush, bronzer, or highlighter. So for powder bronzers in all of these palettes, there's a total of 20 powder bronzers. So like, let me show you. This palette right here has one powder bronzer. So there's 20 powder, 3 cream bronzers, 1, 2, 3. They all come from this palette actually. 4 powder blushes. There's 22 powder blushes in these palettes. So let's see. This one, these 2 are blushes. This one at the top is actually a highlighter. But okay, so there's 2 in that one. There is 22 blushes, powder blushes in here total. And there's 13 cream blushes, most of which come from this BH Cosmetics. I'm calling these cream blushes. I meant to put them in my cream blush category, but I didn't. They're just labeled as lipsticks, but I'm never going to wear these as lipsticks. I only wear them as cream blush. So there's 13 cream blushes. There's 4 setting powders in this. I considered, here's 3 of them. I considered these 3 to be setting powders. So there's that. And then there's 2 cream highlighters in these, one of which comes from this Huda Beauty palette. That's a cream highlighter right there. Now let me flip the page. Okay, and the last thing should be powder highlighter. There is 26 powder highlighters in here. So these BH Cosmetic ones have 4 in here. And this BH Cosmetic one has 3. Yeah, so that was the way I did it. I'm not sure if that's a good way to do it or the correct way to do it. That's just all I could really think of. So as for these palettes that have, some of them are only, you know, face products, but some of them also have eyeshadow in them. So like these, eyeshadow and highlighters. This one is a good example. It has what I'm calling the cream blushes, and on the other side, it has just eyeshadows. So what I'm going to do is in my eyeshadow inventory video, this will be a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, even though it has another side that's something else. Another example would be this Too Faced one. Since I'm counting these as face powders, I'm not going to count them as eyeshadows. So this is only a 6-pan palette for me, for eyeshadows anyways. So I'm only counting these 6 over here. Like this one, this is a magnetic palette. It has a highlighter and face powder, and then there's going to be, this is going to be a 4-pan eyeshadow, so a quad. This one's only a face quad. Oops, I just rubbed my hand all over that highlighter. Let's see, am I working on any of these? Probably not. I've worked on this one. I worked on this pan my eyeshadows last year. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a good one to show. So this has all of these face products and eyeshadows. I'm only counting 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be a quad of eyeshadows. because that's a blush, bronzer, and that's a highlighter. And then these two over here are actually cream blushes. So, let's see, this one is 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters. These little Revolution chocolate bars. Let's see. Here's one I used to use all the time. Oh, I was just working on this one in Project 10 Uses. I just rolled it out. It's from NARS. Oh, I'm working on this one in my project right now. This is blush bronzer, but I'm using this as a blush topper because it's nice and shimmery. I think that's in Project 10 Uses. Oh, I'm using this one for sure. I'm using it. Oop. Hopefully this one will be gone next year. I'm using this one in a project, this one in a project, and this one in a project. That's the only one that's not in one. But I want to finish this whole palette this year, and I think I can definitely do that. Yeah, so this one has 2 bronzers and 1 highlight. This is a highlight, blush, and bronzer. This one is a highlighter, bronzer. These ones are blush, bronzer, and highlighter. So yeah. Oh, I'm working on this one too. I keep finding stuff. This one used to have a highlighter in it. I've finished it. I just have 2 blushes and a bronzer left. The one I'm working on is this blush. I'm trying to finish it. I think the only one I haven't showed is this one. This is what it looks like. It's a big eyeshadow palette. This is from Tarte, and these are the 4. Nice big palette. Yeah, so 26 palettes and a bunch of blushes, bronzers, and highlighters in them. But that'll be the end of this video. I think the next video I'm going to do is like eye stuff. So I'm going to do mascara, single shadows, cream shadows, eyeshadow sticks, eyeliners. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing next. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Bye.